Hello everyone and welcome back to another new album video. We're now on week 43 and this week we're taking a look at Rhythm Deep by Omar Hakim, first released sometime in 1989. When I was doing my research on this album, I couldn't find an exact release date. So there's nothing on like Discogs or anything like that. It just said 1989. Looked the album up on Amazon, and that I think the only like CD issue there was like 2007. So, according to just this research, just sometime in 1989, some notable tracks on this album include "Crucial to Groove," "Tears," "Amethyst Secrets," and "Take My Heart." So I am fairly new to Omar Hakim's music, even though since he's worked with so many people over the length of his career, I have probably heard his drumming, mostly jazz drumming, in stuff before without kind of realizing or knowing who I was listening to. So he's just worked with tons of different people. This is his first studio album with him as lead. I think he does the vocals as well. Some of them, there's a lot of just jazz instrumentals on this, but also vocals, which I believe are done by him. He's primarily known as just doing kind of like background music, like the drumming and stuff like that. Maybe not as well known for lyrics or singing, but he does the lyrics and singing on this album. And I had a really good time listening to this. It's like a jazz kind of funk soul record. The artwork on the album is great. That it just oozes kind of the 80s, if you will. Just the kind of the hair, the costumes, or the clothing, I should say, and then like the colors on the cover definitely just have that 80s vibe to them. So late 80s, like I said, 1989. I have some notes here about the album. We're gonna get through those and then get to the track list. I'll have to pull the track list up on my phone because I think the version I listened to has like 12 tracks, while the version on Discogs is only showing like 10. So I think this may be like an updated version or something like that. But let me just get to my notes here about this album. So, Rhythm Deep by Omar Hakim, like we said, first released in 1989. First studio album from him as the lead, primarily known as a jazz drummer, very good jazz drummer. I first started knowing about who he is due to the Taylor Hawkins tribute concerts, the one in London and the one in LA. He played during, I think, both of those tribute shows. And he's featured on, I think, Medicine at Midnight by the Foo Fighters on doing percussion on, I think like a good amount of the songs on that album. So after those tribute concerts, I kind of got a better grasp of his like musical background and things like that. And part of this new album project, I was like, oh yeah, I wonder what he's done because I really wanted to listen to some jazz. And I was like, oh yeah, like Omar Hakim, he's been around for a while. Let me like check out some of this stuff. This was the album that popped up on Apple Music, and I, of course, like I said, listened to it. Um, like just some notable people he's worked with. Like I said, he's mostly known for kind of working with other artists, not necessarily his own material. But he's worked with David Bowie, Mariah Carey, the Foo Fighters, Miles Davis, George Benson, Special EFX, Sting, and then there's so many more. Like his list of contributions is incredibly long through various artists he's worked with on sometimes multiple albums, sometimes just working on like a single album and things like that. So there's tons of people. Again, Medicine at Midnight by the Foo Fighters was kind of like where I first probably was hearing his work, and then definitely at the tribute concerts where he was performing with the Foo Fighters, doing some of their songs there. Like I said, the genres on display in this album are basically jazz, soul, and funk. It's kind of a really, I think like they say like jazz fusion. It feels like that. We're now going to get to our track listing. I think I got to bring my phone up here and just open my Apple Music, and we'll get to the track list. Because, like I said, the track list on Discogs, I think, might be the CD or vinyl release, and I think this version on Apple Music might be like an updated version or something along those lines. So 12 tracks on the album, comes in at about an hour and 4 minutes. Like I said, I really enjoyed this album. I'm definitely going to go and see if there's any other, any of his other albums where he is like the lead musician on, like this one. So track one, we just scrolling down. Track one is Crucial to Groove. Track two is Rhythm Deep. Track three is Take My Heart. Track four is Amethyst Secrets. Track five is The Real Side. Track six is Angel Delight. Track seven is Love Is Here to Stay. Track eight is Constructive Criticism. Track nine is Tears. Track 10 is Sun Always Shines. Track 11 is Isolated Lonely. And track 12 is The Mystic's Glance. So again, 12 tracks, about an hour and 4 minutes in length. I can set that down now. But just a really good jazz record. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't know much more about him before, maybe like a couple years ago. But I'm kind of glad that I found this album particularly, and I'm definitely going to check out some of his other work. Like I said, he's primarily known for working with other artists as maybe like a session musician, or just like somebody like that is like doing some of the drumming in the background. But this album showcases his jazz drumming, his like composition, singing as well. He's not really singing on a lot of the other records that like he's a guest on, but in this one he is, and it's quite good. So I would definitely check it out. Again, this has been Rhythm Deep by Omar Hakim. Like I said, we're going to be heading into our kind of final stretch for this project here, this series. We've got I think 9 episodes left to go. Yeah, because we were 52. Yeah, so we got 9 weeks left. And then at the end of those 9 weeks, we'll probably do like a breakdown of all the different genres and things like that, like we did with the previous series last year. And then this year, I'm also just trying to listen to as much music as possible. I'm kind of at like some 900 something albums currently. I'll probably be doing a breakdown video for all that at some point, highlighting the genres and all that. But that is going to take a little bit more work. And then I don't know what we have planned for next year's music series. I'm probably definitely going to still do one. Just don't know what that's going to be just yet. I kind of want to do like my top 100 albums, but I think I need to refine that list a little more before I can do that. So it'll probably just be like another album series where we jump into, it might not all be new albums, but it might be new and old albums that I really like. So we'll probably be doing that next year once we get this one wrapped up. But again, check out this album if you're into just jazz fusion and kind of like soul and funk. I definitely think it's worth your time to listen to this one. But again, that's going to do it for this video. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.